Hello, 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 and we are back with more Action Taimanin, and we're doing the event rerun, which I think is the main event that's going on. I think Ragnarok is involved in this one, so I'm gonna pick her. This is her default outfit. Hell yeah. Drink. Ugh. Okay. Alright. A woman was walking on the street. Golden hair blowing in the wind, eyes shining clear and blue. In contrast, she was wearing a jet black dress. Her name was Ragnarok Shinmora, the queen who united the different tribes of Frost Phantoms, and the boss of the demon mafia Banshee that began to make their way to the human world. One sec. She tours the human world to seek a foothold for her growing power. Or more like she was strolling and enjoying the scenery of another world. Ah, damn it, this cushion does not help. Maybe if I lowered my primary monitor. Shinmora, who had been living in the demon realm, was brought to the human world by an event involving the sacred tree Yggdrasil and fell in love with the human. After solving a case, she married the human, and after their baby girl Freya was born, she lived in his homeworld for some time. But the peaceful times came to an end when her uncle's rebellion in the demon realm led to the deaths of her parents and siblings, and an assassin came for Shinmora as well. To escape her uncle's eyes and to keep her daughter safe, Shinmora, with the help of Gosha, hid herself in the demon realm by pretending to have been killed by her husband. Right. That's why Kirara hates men. A few years later, her uncle, who was lulled into thinking he had dealt with his enemies, was easily defeated by Shinmora and her forces that she secretly amassed. But not everything went as planned. Her husband was killed in action while she was in the demon realm, and her daughter Freya, not knowing her mother was alive, lived with her grandparents in Gosha, all grown up. Although the tribes were united, a tribe without a leader soon was split once again. So Ragnarok decided to strengthen the tribe's unity by creating a group called Banshee to procure supplies from the human world for the Frost Phantoms, who lived in the snowy plains of the demon realm. Nis and a group of Frost Phantoms came up to the human world, settling in Yomihara. When their life stabilized, the next step was to send a follow-up team, and finally Ragnarok herself arrived in the human world. This place? Ragnarok, across the door of the demon realm to the human world, was in a forest. She went through the door but was surrounded by trees that she did not remember. Momentarily confused, she soon found the reason. It's been a decade since the door was last used. This isn't good. I thought I'd be there in no time if I just went the way I remembered, but I have no idea where to go now. I'd rather join the latecomers and go to Yomihara. No, there's no point. Ragnarok was panicking, but she didn't feel threatened. The landscape was different from what she remembered, but her house wasn't far from here. She took the wrong path, but it won't take her long. Could this also be an opportunity? This should be a question mark, but I mean, you know, whatever. Typo is par for the course of Action Taimanin. She then makes her way down the mountain to check her current location. What comes to mind during her first little action in years is that she is free now. It's just for a bit, but enjoying the scenery as she walks down, pretending to be a tourist, has its charm. Let's go home, even if no one is there. Ragnarok continues to come down the mountain. Someone was watching her. Just as the rumors say, she's really here on her own. The voice was frozen with shock. The figure revealed itself as she lost sight of Ragnarok. Dambala, a female Naga, an enemy of Ragnarok who she lost against in the war, and was hiding in the deepest parts of the demon realm. Ragnarok has a grudge against her, as many of her friends were killed by her. She knows she has fierce ghosts in Ragnarok, and so she has been building her strength in hopes of taking revenge. Delighted the chance was now upon her, she headed down the mountain to let her comrades know of this news. Ragnarok was walking around Miyazaki City. It's only been a few years since I left the human world, but the streets have changed so much. She was lost. She remembered her way to her hometown, but it had changed in the past couple years, which did match with what she remembered. The way a beautiful woman like Ragnarok wandering in the city attracted the attention of the inhabitants, even if she didn't want it. And she's also got a pretty bold outfit and the horns. It's unfortunate that she didn't attract the attention of only civilians. Hey, you walking around, may I ask you a few questions? It was the Taimanin security of Miyazaki City. Not only was Ragnarok beautiful, but she was noticeable because of her magic and had a strong presence. One could tell she was a demon at a glance, so it was obvious that Taimanin would talk to her first. Especially in times like Christmas, cases involving demons were rampant, which explains the Taimanin on high guard. You're a demon, right? Why are you here? They were suspicious of her because of the climbing number of incidents involving demons. Ragnarok sighed as she felt the suspicions in their voice. I forgot, I have to suppress and hide my powers in the human world. It's been so long. She found it funny that she made such a rookie mistake, but she couldn't laugh about it. Being suspected means that if she makes a wrong move here, more suspicion will be directed at her. Oh boy. Ragnarok threw a punch faster than a trained Taimanin could notice. Sucks to be that guy. As she struck the jaw spot on, they dropped unconscious without being able to resist. Oh, work must have made you so tired. Ragnarok said out loud, then pretended to help the falling Taimanin, dragging them into an alley. It's easiest to freeze them with frost, but then there will be civilian casualties or even the entire village. It's going to hurt, but hang in there. As she dragged the Taimanin deeper into the alley. Damn it, did she see us? No time to explain. Finish her off here. Coincidentally, the demons who had been spying on her in the streets in hiding hurriedly revealed themselves. Demons? Doesn't seem like you're with this Taimanin. Ragnarok thought the Taimanin's teammates had joined, but it was demons, and they were about to kill her too. Why were they attacking her? Didn't cross her mind. Looks like there are still those coming after me, she murmured, then carefully released a small amount of cold air, not hurting the stunned Taimanin. Hello, Phoenix. Oh, it does? Let me fix that. Oh my goodness. Restream is so, like, OBS / Restream is not helping at all. Let me fix that real quick. It should have set on freaking OBS, but it's not. It never. It, like, has, like, a 50% chance of working, so I have to, like, do it, like, 20 times before it actually works properly. Okay. Let me refresh real quick. Let me make sure. Action time on it. There we go. Also, hello Slayer, thank you for tuning in. When Ragnarok and Damballa began fighting, a troop of Taimanin on a mission not far from Miyazaki City. A three-man squad with Homari now as the leader and Shishimura Koro and Himura Karen. Karen? Is that supposed to be Karen or is it Karen? Let's say Karen, because she's supposed to be Japanese, I guess. Well. That's a good question. Karen and the subordinates were dealing with demons residing in an old foreground. Alright, kill them all. Okay, I'll prepare my mirror. That's Karen. I should mute my, Let me mute my phone real quick. There we go. Okay, I'll prepare my mirror. Homaru now uses a ninja art involving light. Gathering light as a form of condensed light, she has perfected her ninja. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, they screwed this up. Homaru now is a guy. Himuro Karen's ninja art involves ice. Solidify moisture in the atmosphere into ice as a means of combat. Now she uses it for other means. There are plenty of places to hide in the foreground, and they were using this as an advantage to force the Taimanins back. Ready, condensed light. They could have destroyed the hiding places one by one, although that would have been inefficient. And that's why he asked Karen for an ice mirror and refract the deadly condensed light to attack the demons that were targeting it from the blind side. What? The light? Get out, we're gonna burn? Hiding in blind spots meant they could hide less. Yeah, so they hurriedly ran out of the fort. Even so... I was not expecting that. That flash of white. Oh, wow, okay. Even so, the condensed light didn't miss a single demon, burning them down. It's that skinny Taimanin. Kill that one. One of them pointed his weapon at Nao and yelled. The demons who heard him frantically rushed at Nao. Bakura was there. Thin and weak, dark and emotionless like a hermit at first glance. Lacking in strength and stamina, only able to help from the back. But she had a sword in her hand. She pointed with her sword still in the sheath and seemed much more intimidating. As the rare swordsman of the Ito-ryu draws her sword with a speed and skill unimaginable by her impotent appearance. Wait, she's Ito-ryu also? Rinko's Ito-ryu, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. The demons that lunged at him were all on the ground. What the? Thanks, Koro. Let's burn them now. Okay. Do I have, Ragnarok's signature weapon? Like her default signature? Let me see. Is that all of them? Yeah, every last one of them. I see none left either with my sword. Phew, mission accomplished then. Now said as if a burden was lifted and took out his mobile device to contact Gosha that they've completed their mission. Yes, we've accomplished the mission. We'll head back now. Sorry? While now contacted HQ, Karen and Koro were looking around the foregrounds as they were bored. Now's voice gradually hardens. Copy that. We'll check it out right away. They've lost contact with the Taimanin and Miyazaki City. That's nearby. Yeah, the demons here were no big deal. Maybe their boss appeared in the village or something. We better hurry then. Yes, let's go back to Gosha after we figure out the situation in Miyazaki City. Karen and Koro agreed with their captain now and ran down the mountain as fast as they could. Ito-ryu. I'm pretty sure that's Rinko's style as well. Let me double check that real quick. Collection, characters, Taimanin, let's see, Rinko. Yeah, she's an Ito-ryu user. That's what I thought. She is Ito-ryu. Does this say? Yeah, right here. Taimanin students, successor of Ito style, swordsman passed down from ninja village for and a ninja nickname Savage Hunter, respected, strong, elegant. Yeah, doesn't really okay. Let's get back to the event. Wait, can I actually make like the cannon support team for this? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so let's see. Let's save that. So it would be Homare now, Himuro Karen, and I forgot what her last name was. Something Koro. Yeah, I can. So she's a protect. Shishimura Koro. Homare now is an assist, but I only have two copies of him. And then Himuro Karen. Do I even use her? I think she's a protect, isn't she? Yeah, she's a protect. I only have one. I'm not good, but it'd be a suboptimal build because I don't have it built up. I mean, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's just stick with this build. It is a solid build. A mixed build. Whoa, they fought in the city? Well, now when the others arrived at Miyazaki City, they found Taimanin who were guarding the city, and demons fell on... Actually, Taimanin hit me up. Grimoire Games. Come on, my manager's DMs are open. This cold, it's still freezing out in the area. It's still freezing out the area even after the battle. Now Koro shivered upon feeling the cold. Karin, a frost artist, felt the temperature unusually plummeted and thought whoever did this might use ice. This seems kind of awkward. I feel like a frost artist felt the temperature unusually low or unusually cold and thought whoever did this might use ice. I'll ask around with my soul art. Koro's ninja art soul art death record is a ninja art that can retrieve information from the souls remaining on things just by touching them. Retrieving information from souls means you can not only gather scientific information such as cause of death and DNA information, but powerful resentment, evil thoughts, and memories. Did they fight against a powerful female demon? Did she attack both the demon and the guard? No, the guard is still alive, though he almost froze to death because it's too cold here. Oh yeah? Then we should take him somewhere warm. Upon hearing Koro's remarks, now brought the Taimanin who was dying from the cold indoors. As he quickly recovered to normal body temperature after getting defrost treatment, it seemed he wasn't hurt anywhere else apart from being frozen. By the way, a demon fought against another demon in the middle of town. That's not a good thing to do. However, the female demon flees to the underground so that she won't damage the town any further. At the end of Koro's eyes was an uncovered manhole. No way, was she trying to save a human town? Or maybe she found a narrow place that would let her control her frost easily. From the point of view of the same frost artist, it's easy to control the frost in an enclosed area. Oh, that makes sense. Now smiled bitterly, thinking Karin always expects the worst. Well, it's definitely better to prepare for the worst. You know, now that we have all three of them side by side, I find it mildly amusing that the guy has the most revealing outfit. I think our job entails that. As Karin shrugged, Koro chuckled lightly. It's stinky and cold. I want to take a hot shower when we return. Same here. This way, don't let your guard down. We're almost there. In the sewage area where Nao's group was marching were already lots of corpses of demons. They were all frozen to death and they were all cold and hard as ice. Because Koro could retrieve information from the corpses using solar, it was easy to understand where the female demon went. Oh crap. During the fight, although they could have inevitably find her following the trail of corpses without it. That's gotta be kind of scary, you know? You're just like walking through the sewers or whatever. It's already bad enough that it stinks and it's like narrow, and then you're just following a trail of frozen corpses. I can hear them. A few minutes later, the Taimanis could hear the clanking sound of swords. As they looked carefully in silence, they could see the demons fighting from a distance. One was extraordinarily beautiful, even in the dark underground sewage. The others were normal demons, and a Naga who looked like their boss was giving them orders. Who's the bad guy here? Bad guy. Well, I guess the woman who moved to the underground so that they wouldn't harm the town is the good one. This feels like a machine translation. Come on, Grimoire, hit me up. I'll translate this game for you, or I'll proofread this game for you. But I think I felt this frost somewhere else before. Ah, maybe it's the same as Kirara. At least it's similar. Kirara? You mean the Kirara? Onisaki in the 3rd grade? Third grade. So I think this is supposed to mean 3rd year, which that make her 18? I mean, I guess Gosha might run differently because they're like a warrior culture, so. How do I put this? The ice gives off the same vibes. I feel like Kirara is more like a tomboy. She's not calm at all. As a frost artist, Karin felt the texture of the frost resembled Kirara, so she didn't find the blonde demon Ragnarok a stranger. By the way, there are so many of them. I believe there are a lot more there. Presenting an attrition warfare in such a small place, although that means they have enough manpower to do that. Attrition warfare is a tactic where people take turns to fight against one opponent to tire them out. To do so, you have to prepare a number of manpower, and enemies here still have tens of individuals to fight. Oh, humans are on this side too. What? Are Taimanins aware of this? If they're bringing reinforcements, it'll be troublesome. It's your bad day. I have to eliminate you guys here. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about whom to support then. How can you be so calm after seeing how many of them are here? So, what? We have you, Karin, and Koro here. No one can defeat us 3. Alright. I'm wondering... I'm still disappointed that Shinohara Mari is not playable in this game, even though she's had like the potential to be playable. I heard things that like the voice actress, like the manager or the voice actress for Mari didn't want them working with Grimoire Games anymore or something. Or like Lilith. I don't know how true that is, and considering that Shinohara Mari is in Taimanin squad, I'm not sure if they either A, recast her, or B, they change her mind. But we need Shinohara Mari as a playable character. We need Shinohara Mari as a playable character, and she can probably just be like a gauntlet weapon user like Sue. Whew, we are unbeatable. The small place was advantageous for us. It was easy for me to keep them checked using my condensed light. This is a mistake. Condensed light is now's ability. Karin is right here, and that's now. Come on, Grimoire Games, hit me up. I'll proofread everything for you. Sure was. Although I could only make use of half of its power since there was low light I could control. If it weren't the case, he could have incinerated all the demons. There was a typo here. With the strike of condensed light in such a small place like the underground sewage. Well, it could hurt the blonde demon, but still. Who are you? I didn't kill the Taimanin. Did you follow me? Said Ragnarok, pointing her sword at Nao's group. She obviously had killing intent, but she didn't mean to hurt them. We were here to investigate the situation since we lost contact with the Taimanins in Miyazaki City. Said Nao, the captain representing the others. He raised both of his hands, not her hands, to show he had no hostility. Oh my goodness, so many typos. It was a classic move, but Ragnarok let her guard down upon seeing he wasn't holding any weapons. At least he's not lying. Besides the conversation before, Kirara, who uses ice's same as me, and Onisaki, that name is. Ragnarok is very familiar with the name. Her husband, Onisaki Hajime, said the name Onisaka Kirara excitedly, saying their daughter needs a name for the human world. I believe you. Sorry for pointing the sword at you. Oh? On the contrary, Nao was taken aback because he didn't expect her to believe him so easily like this. Not only Ragnarok had lowered her sword, but she apologized, which left Nao, who was picking the next words to convince her with no words. Then we have something to ask you. Do you know the name Dambala? Karin was going to ask, but surprisingly, Koro, who had been quietly hiding behind Nao, and Karin asked, stepping forward. The other two tilted their heads for the name they hadn't heard. I clearly remember that name. It was a Naga who was against me. Might I ask, how do you know that name? I use Soul Art. I can retrieve information from souls. The name came to my knowledge while gathering information from the demons who fell. So, Ms. Ragnarok. Soul Art. A ninja that art that uses soul, another ninja art that's different from his. I have to say, Taimanin have a lot of abilities. Yeah, they do. They're kind of busted. That's a good question. Now, who's the strongest? I mean, Asagi is canonically the strongest right now. And she basically just has super reflexes. Like, her power is relatively weak compared to everyone else. It's essentially just super speed. But then you have, like, Rinko, who has, like, teleportation. And like, she can make black holes and stuff, so Rinko is really strong. But then you have... Yuki Kaze is mentioned to be, like, really powerful too, but she's, like, lightning powers, so... And more of the enemies will come. We destroyed a hideout of theirs, but it seems that there are more. A hideout? You mean the ruins? The target of our mission? Koro nodded at Karen's words. The demons are after you, Ms. Ragnarok. They even informed all the troops that you were here. Alright, then they must be surrounding the underground of Miyazaki City. Yes, since we followed you to this underground sewage, we are their target too, so, please be on our side. Huh? They are that many? You don't think we can get through them easily? We might be able to, but with Ms. Ragnarok's help, we surely can. She's really powerful. I think you know quite well about me. This is pretty awkward. I think you know quite a lot about me is I think what I would put. I do, but don't worry. Trust me, my mouth is shut. Too shut that I can't even hear you. Ouch. Read the room, will ya? As now made fun of Koro, Karen gave him noogies. Is noogies 2Gs? Hang on, wait a minute. Noogie. No, that should be 1. Let's see. Wait, is Homari now shorter than Karen? I don't think he is. Hang on. Let's see. Do we have a height here? Let's see. Homari now does not have a canonical height. What about Himuro Karen? Himuro Karen. She does not have a canon height either. But based off of the art, I would hazard a guess and say that they're about the same height. You do have to factor in the poses, so. Upon seeing that, Ragnarok slightly smiled, which is very rare. I think you have good friends, Freya. I found them. Already? Stay behind, we'll protect you. Koro, let's get rid of them. Good. Tens of minutes later, Ragnarok's group was cornered inside the sewage. The exit is blocked and the way out gets narrower as the time goes on. Time goes on or time goes by? Time goes by. I misread that. Or I didn't read it, I just, like, predicted incorrectly. No matter how many enemies they take down, the numbers do not decrease, which makes them mentally exhausted. Even Ragnarok's beautiful face looks tired. Don't try to attack them all at once. Take your time and they'll be worn out. Do not underestimate the power of Ragnarok, who unified Frost Phantoms. Is she that great? It seems so. While they were talking, waves of demons swarmed in. Respectively, they weren't strong, but there were many of them. For the past tens of minutes, they defeated so many demons that they can't even count, but they still couldn't see the end of the line the remaining demons made. In this situation, I'll incinerate them with my condensed light. As the enemies aligned, now his condensed light radiated, but since there was a low light in the underground, his power wasn't at its full limit. It could only burn the demons, but it was enough to make the enemies slow, which allowed Koro to take some demons down with her sword. At this rate, we cannot hold until we get to the rendezvous point. Don't give up, Koro and I can still fight. Yes, and we too have an ace in our sleeve. We too? Does that mean they have... Now I had a question about Koro's words, but soon the demons' attack slowed down. At last, we're here, Shinmura. I've waited for this moment to revenge for my whole life. Okay, come on, Grey Mori, please. Although a lot of us were sacrificed, you were too exhausted to defeat Master Damballa. Even your frost is not threatening. The three were already surrounded by numerous demons. But, Miss Damballa, what are you doing? Use your Kalia's skin and finish them. But Damballa was completely frozen upon seeing Ragnarok. You? You guys are blind? The Ragnarok I know doesn't have a slim body. Damballa pointed at Ragnarok's chest. Exposed by the boobs. They were not completely flat, but still slim. Nearly nothing. I'm not slim, I have them. They're even bigger than... Karin, now's a guy, he doesn't have boobs. I guess she blew her cover. I used light art to cover her face and borrowed a cloak to cover her body, but I guess it had its limits. Don't worry, you'll grow up one day. Don't sympathize with me. Ah, who the hell are you? I'm Gosha Taimanin, Himoto Karin. Karin, who was disguising herself in Ragnarok's cloak, shouted out her name, though she was embarrassed and blushing. Over here, Karin, please give my cloak back. Miss Ragnarok. The real Ragnarok caught Karin's cloak when she threw it towards her, and with that, the temperature of the sewers within the sewers dropped suddenly. Three of you, great job. Now step back. No, we're Taimanins. We deal with demon threats. That's what we do. Nah, man. I love this game. I'll do it for free. I'll proofread this game for free. You can't just leave us out all the way here. You still need to recover more so we can help a bit. I recovered enough, but thank you. So she's been healing herself by using these kids as her shield. That means the report of her being worn out was not totally useless. If she's not in her best condition, then I have a chance. Damballa pulled out something, believing that she had the upper hand. It's the shed skin of a powerful demon, Kalia. I think that's Snake Lady. You know what this is, Ragnarok? This is the Kalia's husk. Even if it's just shed skin, with the power of a high-ranked demon inside, I can fight even you. I will revenge the soul. I'll avenge the soul. Okay. I'll avenge the souls of my kin slain by you by killing you and the weaklings too. With that, Damballa ate Kalia's skin. By consuming it, its demonic powers took over her. Her body, appearance, and even the quality of it. How many typos is that so far? I lost count at like 9. What? This power is... it's terrifying and dreadful. Oh, well, here's another one. His powers and quality have changed. The three were in awe, but Ragnarok stepped forward like their shield. Kill them? Did you just threaten to kill these children? Killing the friends of my daughter. The temperature plummeted around her. The walls, the thick stream of dead bodies and even flowing blood, they were freezing. If you dare kill them, then I'll kill you even before you can. This ends here now, Damballa. I like Ragnarok. Oh, that's Snake Lady. Damballa. She has the same model as Snake Lady. Oh, we got another mission. What do we got? Phew, finally an exit out. We have sealed the sewers with effort. It stinks. I think the smell permeated on me. Ugh, I want a shower. I escaped into the sewers to prevent the village from being damaged, but I'm sorry you had to get caught up on it. Would that count as another one? Because I think technically this is correct, but I'm sorry you had get caught up in it is what I would put. Ragnarok, who came out last, bowed her head and Karin hurriedly shook her head. No, if it weren't for you, Miss Ragnarok, we would have also been in danger. Tell me about it. That last one especially. It would have been hard for us to escape alone. That's called Kalia's skin, the shed skin of Kalia, a powerful demon. I knew the skin itself had powers residing in it, but to change the form of someone just by consuming it. Even Ragnarok didn't know its results, so she was surprised a little. However, it made Now's group realize that her eyes was much more powerful and malignant than that of the skin. The three of you helped me out a lot. Now then, I have to go elsewhere. Ragnarok stepped away from the trio, with her cape fluttering in the wind. For now, she didn't mean to have any connections with the Taimanin, at least not yet. Wait, we know you're not a bad person, but as Taimanins, we need to know why you're in the human world. Please, tell us. Now and Karin held their weapons up. Even Korra was frustrated because of the power difference, putting her hand on her sword. Yes, I wanted to ask the same thing. Huh? I hurried over here because they told me they lost contact with the Taimanins, but why is the boss at the Demon Mafia Banshee here? Demon Mafia? Then, Miss Ragnarok is a dangerous person. Duh! Ragnarok liked Now's group, truly. Not because they had fought with her, but because through their conversation she felt they were close to her daughter. Being treated as a dangerous person by them, and because they had a chance to walk away. Oh my god. Grimoire, please. I would love to just proofread this game. Just put me in the credits. Just like, I'll do it for free. Just put me in the credits. Just like proofread by VTuber Sigurd Rosenthal. Made her, Ragnarok, pissed off. Hoo, quite scary. Were you up to something bad in the human world? If you want to know, as with your skills, that voice was even lower and colder than when she confronted Damballa. Making shivers down the spine. Because they've been trained as Taimanins and confront the demons they know. They know when they face an inescapable death. Now's group literally crouched in fear from the inside. Miss Shironoi, you're going too far. It's okay, sometimes you need to shake them up to hear them tell the truth. At the right place at the right time, Taimanin. And with that, an ice blade and a Naginata collided under the heavy atmosphere. Oh boy. That's right, Shironoi is the boss of this. Cook? You challenge me with your skills? Pitiful. She's strong, even her blade skills are sharp. Shironoi was surprised at Ragnarok's skill. Most demons fight humans by overwhelming them with their physical strength and demonic powers. However, Ragnarok was only facing Shironoi purely with their blade skills. But still, Shironoi could feel that her opponent wasn't doing her best. Chills went down her spine as she remembered Astaroth from Kotrara. As Ragnarok and Shironoi both shared their slashes, suddenly Ragnarok's blade weakened. It was a subtle change, and the three people watching the fight couldn't notice it. However, Shironoi, who was fighting against her, noticed it immediately. She was hot-headed at first, but she would be in an awkward situation if she killed a senior Taimanin in front of her daughter's friends. Besides, if she was her senior officer, she might as well be her daughter's senior. Shironoi couldn't have possibly realized the reason, but following her lead, she started weakening her attacks too. Despite all that, revealing her status because of a pitiful reason, and making those younglings look at her like that behavior couldn't be overlooked. So, just for this once, Ragnarok blew Shironoi away with her Naginata. Away with her Naginata with a strong blow. Shironoi uses Naginata. So, this is another typo. Because Ragnarok uses a sword, Shironoi uses a Naginata. So Shironoi, it would... It'd be either with her sword or Shiranoi's Naginata. Yeah? Miss Shiranoi. Even though Ragnarok wasn't expressing it, she was quite surprised too. Judging from Shiranoi's skills during the fight, she wouldn't have been blown away that easily. She was supposedly faking it, so Ragnarok didn't let her guard down. At this rate, we should throw ourselves in to stop Ms. Ragnarok. Obviously, they were weaker than those two, but they couldn't let Shiranoi lose without doing anything. Now the team tried to intervene to stop Ragnarok, however Shiranoi conjured up a wall of water with her water arts. Ragnarok noticed them too, so she froze a wall. The three of them couldn't even join the fight because of the wall of ice made by those two. What are you up to? I lost, Miss Shinmura. You know who I am? Only me and a few high-ranking officials of Gosha. I'm sorry that I tested you. Shiranui bowed her head, now couldn't see what was happening inside the wall of ice. Shiranui wanted this to be private, so she used water art. I wanted to have a private conversation. You understand, don't you? We both have a daughter, after all. That's... After a couple minutes, as now he was using condensed light to melt the ice, it suddenly shattered. I'm done here. I talked to Shiranui about this situation, so I'm going. Sure, don't let the humans see you too much. Now let's go back, kids. Huh? Are we okay now? Of course, we just had a private conversation. Oh, that's... Karin looked between Shiranui and Ragnarok a few times, then bowed towards Ragnarok before heading home. That ice, it certainly feels similar to Kirihara's. Then, until you meet again. Lastly, Koro said her goodbyes and left. She looked pretty sure that they would meet again. Meeting again. Ragnarok smiled bitterly and walked in the opposite direction. Towards the home of the Onisakis, where her loving husband and daughter had lived together. Should I? That only took 50 minutes, I'm surprised. So, I mean, I guess what I could do is, after I finish farming the event as much as I can read her, like, Taimanin support. Oh, I didn't lock on anyone because they're all dead. So Freezing Slash just flew in a direction. Oh, I forgot to post my stream. Hang on. Copy text. Oh, come on. Why did I only copy that one? Okay, there you go. Better. I like how that guy just froze in midair like that. I forgot to check if I have Ragnarok's signature weapon. I've been using her Taimanin sword, but because I think it's better. Uh, oh, I do have it actually. Yeah, I've been using it the entire time. Never mind. Yeah, let's go back to that. Wait, is that the right one? Hang on. That's Ingrid. Yeah, this is it. Frigid Elevagar. Snowstorm grants yourself and allies 12% increase. I don't use Snowstorm Blood. Do I? No, I don't. Yeah, that one's a green build. Freezing Spears mixed, and then what's Freezing Slash? Cold Tempest. That's pretty cool. If I want to make a red build, I'll probably use this skill. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't get any phone call. Go away. Suspected spam. Is it a little late for phone calls? Wait, what the heck? There's a new post for Alchemist Code? What the heck? That game is dead. Like, dead. Starting around 8 PM today. Huh. 10th anniversary. I do want to tune in. Is it going to be on YouTube? Why is this website not loading properly? Hang on, can I open in Chrome browser? Oh no, it's not working. Why not? It's my phone. Let me check from my PC real quick. I'm sorry, this is important to me. I miss the game Alchemist Code so much. And I see that they're doing something, so I want to. Oh no, the website just. It's because of my IP? Hang on, let me. Okay, let's try this. So switch on my phone. pick a Japanese IP and try this again. Open. Oh no, their website just sucks. Yeah, it's not loading. That's lame. Oh, wait, it loaded on my PC. Not fully, unfortunately, but... #10th anniversary. They're having an anniversary event at their office, it looks like. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to attend that. Japan, bro. All right, let me put my VPN on my phone back to America. Why did I copy? Copy, paste. Let's see here. Offline event to celebrate the 10th anniversary. Oh, it's an offline event. Oh, that sucks. Well, it sucks for me, I guess. Ain't no way I'm attending that. Oh, well. They would make so much money off of me if they just released, like, their merch. They just, like, release merch for me, and then... They had, like, these really cool shirts that I wanted to get. That had, like, that featured, like, characters from Alchemist Code. That would have been cool. I know they had one of Kaya. Kaya was one of my favorite characters in Alchemist Code. I think she was... Yeah, I think she was my favorite paladin. Kaya was my favorite paladin, and then, I also like Leonia. Leonia was a great character. Hey, how's it going, Zydo? Yeah, it's Action Taimanin. It's Taimanin Tuesday. I think Taimanin is going to be like a weekly thing for me now. So I'm just... It's going to be Taimanin Tuesday from now on. Taimanin Tuesday. Exactly. Phone can't access the game since the gen. Oh, what? It can't... What happened? Oh, man. I mean, I play on PC, but... I haven't tried it on mobile yet because I haven't needed to. I've just been playing on my PC. Turn my channel to an Action Taimanin show channel. I don't know if that'll make me a lot of money. But I will constantly say at every single event, yeah, hit me up, let me proofread this. Yeah, I will be streaming Squad. That's a very low bar, Slayer. It's a very low bar. I don't make any money off of this. If anything, my streaming is a money sink right now. It would be nice to make money off of it, but I do need to keep streaming and build up an audience and stuff. I also need. I also want to do like the long form video content. Also, I'm pretty sure I answered this, but Zydo, yes, I will stream Taimanin Squad when it comes out. I don't like how the beta was only the Galaxy Store, so unmake the comments. How do you unmake the comments on YouTube? Oh, how do I make the comments on YouTube here on Twitch? I use Restream, and Restream has a bot which mirrors the comments on YouTube on Twitch. It's because I multicast, or technically I multicast. I stream to Restream, and then Restream streams Twitch and YouTube. And there's a setting that you can make it so that when someone speaks on Twitch, Restream bot will send it to send the message to YouTube and vice versa. It's a hook into OBS. So OBS has natural support for Restream. It's pretty useful. I like it. I did get her. I had enough mileage built up to pick her up, but I also like bought the package because I really like the outfit. I haven't really experimented with the supporter on like builds yet though. I just maxed out the bond for it, and then I basically just was done there. I forgot who I put it on. I think it was was it Asuka? No, I don't think it was Asuka. Let me see. Actually, let me check if it was Asuka. No, it's not Asuka. Yes, yeah, I got the outfit because I like the outfit a lot. Who did I put it on? I don't think it was Shishui. Oh, it was. Yeah, right here. I did not roll for 3 copies, or 3 yeah, I had 2 UR nano machines, so that's why I got her to skill level 3. Increases damage by 4.5%, critical damage by 5% every 10 combos for up to 10 seconds. This is probably not the best for Shishui because her combos aren't... She doesn't like stack combos very high, so... Let me switch her out. She is pretty strong, yeah. Let's do this. The problem is I don't have like a... Well, I mean... I kind of wish we could see the builds like right here so we know like the supporter setup. Because it kind of sucks just having like go into each one. I think like Kurna is red. She's red build, okay. How about Murasaki? I think Murasaki is red build too. Yeah, red. This is blue build. The icon is too small. Not really. Because all you would need to do is, I guess you could put it like in the middle here, and then just have like a 3 dots, and then the dots will be like red, blue, or green depending on what supporters in that slot. Because the bottom middle of the icon. And I mean, like, you could do the same thing here. So you have it in the bottom middle. That way you have the bottom right with the favorites. Top right has, like, the level and the rare... Not the rarity, but, like, the ascension level. And then, you know, you have the name down across the left. Oh, man, am I tired. I'm wondering who the next character is going to be. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I since we already got white, Shino Haramari is probably on my wish list, like on my top wish list. But then I guess we could get Reika, I think her name is Hasumi Reika, I think. Cause she'd be a whip girl too, so you don't have to make a new weapon, so that's useful. I mean, I guess they could give us Homari now for the memes, for the first male character. The first playable male character in Action Taimanin. Yeah, the models in Taimanin Squad look so good. I want, like, those models. They look so good. I wonder if they're going to, like, update the graphics for this game. Like, just do... I am ready for Taimanin Squad. It just sucks I can't really stream the beta because it's tablet only. So, it's Galaxy Store only. If they had it on PC, I'd probably be streaming it today. But, unfortunately, they did not do... They did it Galaxy Store exclusive, so... Rip me. But given that they put it on the Galaxy Store, I think that's just a confirmation it's going to be a safe for work game. I mean, as safe for work as you can get with the Taimanin franchise. Yeah, that's what I figured. It'll be nice if what's it? Yeah, Fuma. Well, I mean, Fuma appears in Action Taimanin too, but he doesn't appear as a. I think he has a 3D model. I think he has a 3D model, but he only appears in cutscenes. And he, yeah, and he also appears in artworks. So like you can see let's see he appears in this artwork, but you can't see like his head up here. Hey Mothman, how's it going? And then he also appears in where's Spinel? Spinel is a red supporter, so let's see. Change. Selena. Pretty sure Spinel is red. Am I incorrect? Selena. Oh, she's right here. Yeah, Akiyama Tatsuro is a new one. Yeah, you can see Fuma right here too. See? Like his appearance is always set in stone. I'm hoping in Taimanin Squad he'll basically be the same character as he is in Action Taimanin, where he's like the shonen anime harem protag. But it, like he's also aware, like he is like, oh, he doesn't want to get too close to anyone. And I believe he also appears in Hasume Reika's. So let's see, reset that. She should be at the bottom because she's one of the last ones added so far. Yeah, see, he appears here too. His skin isn't as dark for some reason. He is a wimp in Action Taimanin, but it's funny. And he also appears in Shironoi's Phantom Apostle. Not Phantom Apostle. That's cool. Good job, Mothman. I did retweet you, so I mean that I hope that helped at least like a few views. Yeah, you can kind of see him too here too. Getting squished a little bit off screen by the big booba. And then what else? Oh, look, where else is he? Oh, he shows up in this one too. I think it's from the back though. Yeah, he's even in his Taimanin suit here. So Fumo does like appear in this game, like physically appear. He's not just like a background character. I'm very excited for Taimanin Squad. I'm not sure if I'm going to like the gameplay. I haven't been like super into the turn-based combat, but yeah, I'm still not like a big fan of like. Well, I mean, I have to try Taimanin RPG X, but I haven't gotten around to it. It's hard for me to like pick up new gacha games because they're always like such a time sink. And as much as I like gacha games, I don't have the time. So I probably do need to cut off some gacha games. I do want to play Silver Palace. That's one that I'm like interested in playing. And Taimanin Squad, I'm also interested in playing as well. And then I'm still playing like Arc Knights. I still play like GFL 2. Oh wow, she's survived. Let's change that. Oh yeah, this is a extra mode, so. Oh yeah, I heard how bad like the global version was handled, and then it just like ended up dying after like a few months or something. Didn't it? Because they handled it so badly. It's just like, ah, that sucks. That's it. I like the gameplay of Action Taimanin, but it kind of makes me wish that they had like a. It kind of makes me wish that there was like a full on like. What's it? Oh, like a full game. Like they could easily make a Devil May Cry or like a Ninja Gaiden style game for Taimanin. I think that'd be really cool, especially because they have like a lot of like good ideas already for characters. So that'd be cool. I mean, like even a Dynasty Warriors style game, like a Muso game, that'd be pretty cool. A Senran Kagura style for Taimanin, that'd be nice. Complete with exploding clothes, just like in Senran Kagura. MMORPG route where you make it work Taimanin. I mean, I guess you could do that. I mean, I guess the alternative is you make the the well-known characters like playable classes, so you can like play as Yukikaze, or you can play as like Rinko or any other character like Asagi, Murasaki, any other character. I would most certainly be a Rinko main because Rinko is my favorite. But oh man, if I had to make my own, that's a good question. What kind of character would I make? I mean, I guess you have a lot of options. You have like, there's a lot of characters you can really use. Player create their own player like Monster and they will be working Taimanins. Yeah, but then you have, well, I mean, I guess you would have to like figure out what the power sets would be because like a big part of the Taimanin is they all have like those bloodline abilities. So I mean, I guess you could make it elemental, so like fire or water or whatever. I mean, that's like an easy way. And I guess you could have like the weapons of like the playable, like the established characters. So you could have like a character that fights like Rinko, but it's like a custom character that fights like Rinko. That'd be interesting. I just realized that my Ragnarok doesn't have self-sustain. I'm not sure how I feel about this build now. I mean, I guess I could make the build have self-sustain, but I think that would weaken like her overall damage output. Maybe stream Snowbreak. The problem with, well, I mean, I guess I could stream Snowbreak. It's just that the stories for Snowbreak are a lot longer, so a stream for Snowbreak would necessarily either feel incomplete. Just use all her color skills. Even with no supports, they do. That's true. So the Snowbreak cutscenes are very, very long, and there's a lot of them. So like it's like full on mini visual novels. It's not like an Action Taimanin where you can kind of like get through it in an hour, like what I did. And I wasn't even like speeding through it. I was also like poking fun at some of the typos and stuff. So a story like a stream for Snowbreak would feel incomplete because by the time I'm done with like 3 levels, I'm probably already at like stream time. And then from there, and then if I do the gameplay, it's just farming stuff. Now, like I get that I'm farming stuff right now, but like with Taimanin, I can like get through real content and stream it. So streaming Snowbreak would be fun. It's just I'd need to figure out how to do it. It'd probably have to be on like a Saturday, and I'd have to like start stream earlier. But yes, Snowbreak is something that I would I mean, that's like every gacha game. So I'm not gonna like fault any gacha game for like just never ending grinding, because that's like every gacha game. I think Monster Hunter is something that I could stream, like Monster Hunter World, because I do have that one. I haven't played Rise or Wilds. Wilds, like they changed how Charge Blade worked, and I really don't like it. So it feels like it feels awful to play Charge Blade in Wilds for me. As someone who's been playing Charge Blade since it first came out on North America with 4G or 4 Ultimate. I mean, I guess I could. Maybe I could do the island on Snowbreak, because that's something I really need to catch up on, or like Paradoxical Labyrinth. I guess I could do that too. I don't know. I'll look into Snowbreak. I'll look into like stuff in Snowbreak that might be fun to stream. Definitely not Gigalink. Gigalink is, I really don't like Gigalink in Snowbreak. It's like, it was fine at first, but then now it just feels kind of like an annoyance to do. Especially with like the power creep. I think I feel like Gigalink really needs to be rebalanced and or give better rewards. I think it definitely needs to give better rewards actually. Okay, it is really stuffy here. Let me crack open a window. Okay, alright. I am back. Oh, whew. Oh, that's a good drink. Alright, now it's pretty much farming now. Let's see. I wonder how tall Lan Xiang is. She's really tall. She's not like Eleanor tall, but she's pretty tall. I kind of wish that, like... I kind of wish there was, like, a thing, like, a costume for all the girls that didn't have, like, high heels. So we could, like, see the heights. Because I think, like, basically every girl in this game wears high heels. With a few exceptions. I actually can't recall off the top of my head whose like default outfits don't have heels. Noah, I think, maybe. I think Noah actually doesn't wear shoes at all. Wait, does she? I'll have to look. Oh wow, she's already that. Be like cloud, be like water. Chinese New Year's, be like cloud, be like water. Oh, okay. Annex office. Let's upgrade this real quick. Start how 8 p.m. will mirror TV. Oh, okay. Damn. Let's see. I think Noah is definitely a character who does not wear high heels on her default outfit. Let's see. Yeah, but she stands on her toes, so... Chaotic Void. Oh yeah, this outfit. Yeah, this outfit's kind of creepy. Let's put her back in the idle outfit. Oh, she's already equipped with it, okay. I'm pretty sure I finished the Bond event for Female Catering, so I'm gonna... I mean, it's 1 hour 30 minutes so far, so I guess I could... Well, what I'll do is, when it's like 15 minutes of time or whatever, I'll do the Himuro card. I'll read out the Himuro card in a Bond event. I don't believe you when you say you're asleep, Shiva. I mean, I'm glad you're here and you're chatting, but I mean, I don't believe you when when you say you're asleep. Because you're chatting, that's why. Okay, fine, Shiva, you're deep asleep. Oh, you know what? You know what sounds like a fun stream idea? Or I just go through all the costumes and rate them in this game. Shiva, would Nightstar be willing to willing to do the sexism stream where we rate the outfits of women in a video game? Would you be willing to do that? I don't think she's on right now, or she's awake right now. It's kind of late for her. Bro, this game is easy to demonetize because of like all the revealing outfits. I mean, every single character has a bath towel in the game. Oh, hey, I just got more stamina because I leveled up. I mean, you could look at like half of the outfits in the game and probably like it would be like a demonetized stream or whatever. I'll be like, yeah, this stream's going to get demonetized. Oh, you're asking her right now? Okay. If it's not too much trouble for, well, I mean, I guess she could DM me on Discord or something, but another stream that would feel really fun to do is like the Taimanin waifu tier list, kind of like I did the Igavania waifu tier list with G119 and Sonic Cash. It's like a Taimanin waifu tier list, but I think the issue is that like I don't have any friends who are like super into the Taimanin series. Well, I'd have to find someone, or it'd just be me like spending half of the stream explaining like the characters. Girlfriend says, oh, she wouldn't do that stream? Or she wouldn't, okay. So she won't do that stream, okay, that's fine. She's afraid of HR. Wait. Are you pulling my leg? You yanking my chain there? I'll DM her about it. I don't believe you. Oh, she's not going to do it? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, I got it. You made your point. You made your point, Shiva. It's fine. Alright, sleep well, Shiva. I should play Kinky Spiritual Affair Bureaus again. That's a good game. I would... Get a friend to like join me, like a female friend to join me, and then she could do the voice lines for Shiraishi in Kinky Spiritual Affairs Bureau. That's such a fun game. Like, it's super jank, but it's so like goofy and fun. I love it. I had so much fun playing Spiritual Affair Bureau. Oh, whew. Okay. I do like Ragnarok's outfit. It's a nice outfit. Very pretty. Is it the best, like, default outfit, though? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I feel like it has an advantage of being, like, one of the most memorable ones because, like, a lot of the default outfits are, like, those Taimanin bodysuits. Which, they're all effectively, like, you know, bodysuits. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, they're nice, they're hot, but they're still just bodysuits, you know? Whereas Ragnarok has like this fancy dress, like this feather dress or whatever. Fog. Did I get a message? Hang on, I am... Okay, alright. I do not have AP anymore, so let's see. She is a protect unit and she is a UR, so... She's actually pretty late edition. I'll stick by your side so that you don't disrupt order. Taimanin, Gosha's academy student, descendant of the Himura clan. Himura? Or Himuro? A prestigious Taimanin family, she awakened her ninja art early, allowing her to embark on difficult missions as a student to prove her skills. As head of the student monitors, she strictly monitors students who disrupt order, skip classes, or are lazy during training sessions. In order to become a top-tier Taimanin, she never slacks off in her training. Wielding a ninja blade created with her ninja art, she combines the techniques of ice art and swordsmanship to freeze and cut down her enemies. Oh, interesting. She has... I guess they all have several voice lines. Tomiyasu Tomoe. Do I recognize that name? Tomiyasu Tomoe. Whoa, she's got a resume. I don't recognize her from a lot of the roles that she has. Oh, she's in Witch and 100 Knight. The bus is OVA. Kaginata Kudwafter. I think that's a hentai, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's a hentai. Overflow. Oh, that's definitely Charlotte. Yeah, she's done a lot of adult works. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, alright. Oh, I didn't know Fumo appeared in this one too, but you know, it's from the back. It's interesting that these are voiced. Okay, so those translations felt pretty fine. Hang on. Yeah, so that translation was fine. I can't see anything like super, or like hear anything that's way bad.
ついにテストまで手を抜くようになったか。
いいよね。浅木校長から選ばれたとか、風魔宗家の棟梁だとか、肩書きがあると好き勝手にできて。
Those rumors were being whispered after class had ended. Fuma was already outside the academy that day, and third grade Himuro Karin picked up the bad rumors about him.
まさかいくらなんでもテストまでサボるはずは。
Karin understood the specialty of the task force, so she was trying to understand Fuma.
そうそう、聞いた？そういえばその風魔くん、そのテストをサボった時に任務って言いながらゲームショーのイベントに参加してたらしいよ。
ゲームショー？そんなのが特務中隊の任務なわけないじゃん。
だよね。なのに5社の先生たちは誰も文句言わないの。不公平じゃない？
The students seemed to have problems with Fuma's behavior and the teacher's attitude towards him.
ゲームショーのイベントに参加？確かにそれは国際的なテロ事件に対応するための部隊として設立された特務中隊の存在意義に反しているわね。それにこんなに生徒たちの中にも特務中隊に対する不満が出てきているなんて。これじゃそのうち特務中隊がしているからいいじゃないって言い出す生徒も出てくるかも。
Even when Karin was deep in thought, the complaints coming from the students didn't stop. At least there weren't any who thought they could do the same, but it was obvious one day it would become a bad influence.
風魔くんの素行が空気を乱してしまっているわね。
Karin decided and headed out of Gosha Academy with her things packed up.
それにしても本当に風魔くんは追試験をサボタージュしてゲームイベントに参加したのかしら。
First, Karin decided to go to the people involved in the case to find out if it was true that Fuma had skipped the test. This feels a bit awkward, but for the most part, these bond events are fine, I think.
すみません。少しお話をよろしいですか？
ああ、あの時の風魔くんのこと？うん。ゲームイベン
I
ト
forgot
の
her
ため
name.
に追試をサボってたよ。おかげで私まで上原先生からものすごい量の補習と追加のテストを受けることになっちゃった。
She's very cute, though. I like her appearance.
補習と追加のテストはちゃんと受けたんですね。
当たり前でしょ。まあ先生たちに気づかれないくらいの隠密術を使えたらよかったんだろうけど、あのメンツを相手に隠れきるのは無理だろうな。さくらちゃんも捕まってたし。
そうだったのですね。それに上原先生からちゃんと処罰を受けているならこれ以上言うこともないですね。
Nothing seems really bad so far, aside from that one line that I read a few minutes ago. However, her relief didn't last long. She ran into a researcher who told her about what he witnessed about Fuma Kotaro's behavior.
すぐにその場を離れたから事情はよくわからないな。
So I don't know the details.
ただ彼が下着姿の花咲夜空教員と二人っきりで研究室にいるところを見たことがあるよ。
Hanasaki Yozora is someone you do not want to trust. She is the type of person who will kidnap you to experiment on you. Please be wary of people like her. She is very dangerous.
下着姿？
まだ学生なのに教員と何をしていたんだかって。
Karin sought out Yozora as soon as she heard those words, but she couldn't find her.
一体何 をしているの、くまくん。
Agnes Tack. I mean, yeah, that's a fair comparison. I'm not sure how, like.
いえ、
Well,
ダメね。
I mean,
落ち着いて冷静にならないと。
I can pull her up after this.
真実を見極める。怒るのはその後よ。
I don't know how I feel about this translation. Let's see. Let me see if I can play it again.
いえ、ダメね。落ち着いて冷静にならないと。ちゃんと話を聞いてから真実を見極める。怒るのはその後よ。
So she says Shinjutsu, which means truth, I'm pretty sure. So she says she needs to talk to him to find out the truth. Because it doesn't have truth in the subtitles, I'm not a really big fan of this translation. I also don't believe she mentions her name, but I think that I think that part of the translation is fine. I wish I was better at Japanese. I need to study Japanese more to like really understand the nuances and explain like this translation. Carlin told herself, taking deep breaths.
よし、もっと話を聞いて情報を集めましょう。
I understand a little bit of Japanese. I understand enough that I don't need subtitles at least like half of the time. But my understanding is still probably basically elementary school level. Let's see, for this one.
よし、もっと話を聞いて情報を集めましょう。
This translation is fine, technically. So she says Yosh. I mean, alright, right, works. She says Hanashi.
よし、もっと話を聞いて情報を集めましょう。
I need to talk to more people about this. So technically this is a correct translation, but it could be better.
ふうまくん、ちゃんと特務中隊の仕事を真面目にしているって信じているからね。
I trust that you're doing... This is fine. I think this is a fine translation. The next person she found was a Gosha Academy student with gleaming smile and beautiful blonde hair.
あれ、カレンじゃない。
Oh, that's
大
Kiara.
阪にこんなところで会うなんて珍しいね。
ええ、ふうまくんがテストをサボってイベントに参加していたり、とある教員と下着姿でいたという噂を聞いたので。
If I knew more Japanese, I would be able to figure out more like translation errors or issues. But this one, I don't notice anything very like egregious.
はあ？何それ？詳しく教えて。
Good night, Phoenix. Karan told Kay the information she had gathered. Kay went mad. It was that it's 5 degrees went down around her. Okay, this is pretty awkward English. Karan told Kay the information she had gathered. I think that's technically fine. Kay went mad. Kay got angry, I think would probably be a better line here. It was as if 5 degrees went down around her. I think it should be, it was as though if it, it became 5 degrees cooler or colder, or it was as though it dropped 5 degrees around her. Something like that. This is just really awkward English. This was no such feeling. It was actually happening. Conan asked Kay to calm down a bit.
あ、ごめんなさい。ちょっと力が暴走しちゃったみたいね。
Okay, so that translation was fine.
それにしてもあのバカ。私が知らないところで何してるのよ。これだから男ってやつは。
That's fine. That translation is fine. I'm sure I could probably figure out like a different nuance that's bad about it, but if I was better at Japanese, but
それであなた、最近は特務中隊で一緒に活動しているでしょ。最近の風磨くんはどんな感じかしら。真面目にしてる？
that's fine. Yeah, that works. The air around them suddenly grew chilly.
真面目？あんなの女を口説きまくるナンパ男よ。
Yeah, that one's fine.
この前だって私をデートへ誘うみたいに声をかけてきたのに、実際には女の子が他にもいるパーティーへ誘ったのよ。私がいるのに他の女がいる場所に。
Did I hear that correctly? Hang on.
この前だって私をデートへ誘うみたいに声をかけてきたのに、実際には女の子が他にもいるパーティーへ誘ったのよ。私がいるのに他の女がいる場所に。
This sounds fine. What made me decide to get into translations? Because I was into Japanese anime, and a lot of the games that I prefer are Japanese. I kind of picked up Japanese like as I watched more anime and stuff. But what really like set me off is Fire Emblem Fates back in like 2016, I think it was. I think it was 2016. It might have been 2015. I saw previews of the localization for Fire Emblem Fates, and it was so absurdly bad that I went out of my way to import a Japanese 3DS and a Japanese copy of the special edition for Fire Emblem If. And because of that, it kind of like accelerated my learning of Japanese at least a little bit. So now that I understand a lot more Japanese than I did 10 years ago. But since then, I kind of just stayed within the whole, oh, I see bad translations and bad localization all the time, and I see disingenuous people defending it by saying things like, oh, well, there's no one-on-one or anything like that. It's just like, they have stupid excuses, and they're defending their bad jobs. And I did want to like translate and localize stuff, or I want to get into translation, and I do it sometimes. The only problem is that I'm better at hearing Japanese than I am at reading Japanese, and when I translate like reading Japanese, I have to use a combination of like machine translation. So I go into like this really autistic routine when I'm translating like writing. Basically what I do is I look up every single individual kanji that I see, and then I gather the meanings from that, and then I look like I first machine translate it, and then I look into the individual meanings of like every individual kanji, and then I parse all of that information to figure out what it's trying to say, and then of course I modify like the machine translation into something that's like common English, right? And depending on how long the paragraph that I'm translating is, it can take me upwards of hours. It's one reason why I don't do it that much, because I'm not like super good at Japanese. So I went through the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon art book, and I literally spent like 4 hours translating like 2 paragraphs, and it's just like I need to like learn Japanese to translate better. But essentially, the reason I got into translations and learning Japanese is because I saw bad translations in my video games. I did not like that, so I was like, fine, I'll do it myself.
それは彼らしいわね。らしいで済まないわよ。まったくあのバカ、下着姿の教員と会っていたですって。次に見つけたら氷漬けにしてやる。
Okay, that's fine. Kay said harshly and left with anger following her. This is pretty awkward writing here too. I mean, I guess you could say something like Kay said harshly and stomped away or something like that. The next person Karen met was a graduate senior M.
彼女も特務中隊に参加しているのよね。よく考えると本当に女性の隊員ばかりなのね、あの部隊。
Did I hear that right? Hang on.
彼女も特務中隊に参加しているのよね。よく考えると本当に女性の隊員ばかりなのね、あの部隊。
That sounds fine. I might be mishearing, but I might need better headphones. After hearing him meet with a teacher in her underwear, Karen's suspicions grew worse, slowly becoming belief.
あら、カレンさん、こんにちは。
こんにちは、先輩。今日は少し伺いたいことがあって、みんなに聞いて回っているんです。
So she said senpai. I would have put senpai here instead of M.
こんにちは、先輩。今日は少し伺いたいことがあって、みんなに聞いて回っているんです。
She said kyowa, so that means today I was... I mean, I guess this is fine. You could probably do it better, but I think this is fine for technically.
聞きたいこと
Yeah, she's got a really big fan.
答えられるといいけど。聞きたいこと答えられるといいけど。
I think that's fine.
風磨くんのことなのですが、最近の彼はどんな感じでしょうか。
Okay, that's also fine.
彼のことね。カレンさんも彼が気になるのかしら。
違います。実は。
Karen told her about how Fuma Kotaro's behavior went out of control, and the other students became suspicious of the task force itself. Fuma is the main character, so technically in this game you're playing as Fuma Kotaro. At least during the story modes. So like during the gameplay, obviously you're controlling whichever Taimanin you selected, but Fuma is like the main character, and he's like the commander of everyone. She elaborated on how he missed the test and joined an event and even met secretly with the teacher in underwear.
そう。あのナンパ男。そろそろお仕置きしないといけないのかしら。
Okay, I think this is fine.
先輩？
Okay, so she says senpai, so it's like Contextually, this is fine. But I don't like it. I would just put like senpai, exclamation mark, question mark, like this, but contextually this works, but it's not the best. Karin was shocked to see M spitting out aggressive words that normally wouldn't come out of her mouth. Okay, this is pretty awkward.
こっちが知らない間にまた他の女性と会っていたのでしょう。
Excuse me, I guess.
いつも女性を口説いてばかりの悪い子ね。こっちが知らない間にまた他の女性と会っていたのでしょう。まったくいつも女性を口説いてばかりの悪い子ね。
I think this is fine.
落ち着いてください、先輩。先輩も何かあったんですか？別に何もないわよ。でも強いて言うならこの前デートをするって誘ってくれたのに、実際にはただ二人っきりでお出かけだっただけね。そう、二人で出かけただけよ。
I think this is fine. Em took a few minutes rambling on about her situation and complaints without thinking properly. Then she left feeling embarrassed after she regained her thoughts. Karin kept asking around, meeting Gosha students, seniors, and authorities regarding the task force, but everyone seemed to talk about Fuma similarly. Her conclusion was, let's see.
なんでほぼ全員が風魔小太郎は女たらしという認識で一致しているんですか？
I think contextually this works, but there might be a better word. Womanizer, maybe? I'm not sure.
アウトです。少なくともそう誤解される行動が多いということはほぼ確定じゃない。
As Connor was in shock, the twin Onis that Fuma was protecting crossed her eyes.
それにあれは
Following shortly, the succubus and Yatagarasu girls appeared in the middle of town, causing trouble. They were demons, and they acted strangely from a human's point of view. Even Blue Archive has characters emote despite having only one pose. Yeah, I mean, I wish they did that too, but unfortunately, it's Action Taimanin did not do that. They were actually damaging a couple stores considering it as their pranks. Even if the damage was minimal, they were still laughing about it.
はいアウト。スリーアウトです。
Does Japan refer to it as outs instead of strikes?
はいアウト。スリーアウトです。 はいアウト。スリーアウトです。
High auto, 3 auto des. A more accurate translation would be that's an out. That's 3 outs. I mean, I guess this works. Technically, it's one of those like, it technically works, but you could probably do a little better. Not showing up for the test, participating in a game event, everyone called him a playboy, not taking care of his team, and the demons under his protection were wreaking havoc in the village. That's like 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 5 things. Something just snapped inside Karen's head. I think my patience just snapped, she muttered to herself, and called Fuma Kotaro through her mobile device. This is Fuma, right here, on the left.
俺また何かしましたかいきなり呼び出して俺また何かしましたか
Yeah, that's fine.
何かしましたか何かしましたかですって。
A better translation would be, what did you do this time? What did you do this time? But you would put it like all caps, right? Karen's anger rose a little more with the first sentence. Fuma had spoken when he arrived at the public security office. He is a school student, technically, in this. He's, like one of the... He's like the not like in the middle. Like, I think he'd be second year or third year. She was already at her limit and suppressed her feeling by fake coughing.
呼び出された理由はわかるわね。風磨くん、呼び出された理由はわかるわね。
For this one, I would say, do you understand why you're here? Not, do you know the reason why I called you here? Again, this is one of those lines that's technically works and it's technically correct, but you could translate it a little bit better.
授業の態度が悪かったこと。あ、違います。じゃあ出席日数。でもそれは部隊の任務で5社を離れることが多いからで。
座りなさい。
Intimidated by Karin, Fuma couldn't say another word and sat on the chair. He was forced to look at Karin with the desk in between.
最近、風磨くんの良くない噂をよく耳にするようになりました。
俺の噂？
テストをサボってゲームイベントに参加したとか、女性を口説いてばかりいるとか。
Flirting on girls. I don't think this is correct. I've never heard flirting on girls. I've heard flirting with girls, but...
根も葉もない噂だ。
USADA? Hang on.
根も葉もない噂だ。
I don't know the words that he said. Like, I mean, I guess this sounds correct, but...
ですが先日、特務中隊の任務と言ってテストをサボったみたいですね。
Yeah.
女性を口説くという話に至っては、部隊内の複数の女性隊員からも証言を得ています。
This sounds like another one of those many lines that are technically correct, but you could probably translate it a bit better.
任務は任務だったし、それより女性隊員って誰？口説いた覚えなんかありませんよ。
Okay, I think that line's fine.
覚えがない方が問題なんです。無意識ですか？無意識なの？無意識に女性を口説く体質なんですか？あなたは。
I think that's another line that you could be translated a bit better.
口説いたつもりはないんだけど、何か誤解があったのかな。
まあ、もしかしたら言葉足らずなところがあったのかもしれないですね。もしかしたらですが。
そのもしかしたらですよ。ただの誤解なんだって。
まあ、 彼女たちは怒っていましたけど、彼女たちだけの意見を聞いて判断するつもりはありません。同じ女性としていろいろと思うところはありますが。
そうしていただけると助かります。はい。
ただ
まだあるのか？
聞いた話ですが、下着姿の花咲教員と一緒にいたらしいですね。
Yeah, she is like that.
誤解です。信じてください。嘘じゃありません。事故だったんですよ。
Fuma explained about how he was used as a lab rat for a new medicine. And Miss Hanasaki was only trying to make him let his guard down so that she could inject the medicine, no other means.
全部が誤解なんですよ。俺にそんな意図は全くなかった。本当です。
This is another line that's very, it works technically, it's correct technically, but you could probably do it better.
誘ったっていうのも、俺は友達を遊びに誘ったつもりだっただけだし。
Hmm.
夜道は背後に気をつけた方がいいですよ。刺されますか？
断言しないでもらえます。
Fumo was running out of breath trying to explain all that. Connor didn't realize he was telling the truth. He certainly had some flirting in him, but he was still logical and hardworking, even though his attitude in class was inappropriate.
とにかくだったら発言に注意すべきですね。人々の誤解を招いて余計な混乱を起こさないこと。被害者はたくさんいるんだから。
Victims?
それとあの双子の鬼と魔族の2人、今日も街中で被害を出していましたよ。
それはどれくらい？
たくさん。
たくさん。後でいっぱい怒っときます。尻を叩くくらいじゃ許さない。いや、確かに言われたことは事実だが、まさかそんなことになっているとはな。双子たちの方も前に何度も注意してたんだがな。
Yeah, Sophie and Uni, I think? Sophie and Uni?
前も逃げ出そうとしていると勘違いされていたけど、あれも結局俺たちがパーティーへ出るために5社を出た後ついてきただけだったし。
Oh yeah, I missed that. I was too busy listening. Good catch, Axe.
悪いことをしていると理解できてないんでしょうね。そこは本当に申し訳ありません。俺がちゃんと説明して言い聞かせていなかったからだし、ちゃんと叱っておくから今回は見逃してください。あ、町の被害ってどんな感じでした？
まあビビたるものです。私がそばにいたので顔を見せたら逃げました。
俺以外のタイマニンだと攻撃してくるって思ってるんでしょうね。怒られすぎて。
タイマニンを生ハゲみたいに言わないでちょうだい。タイマニンを生ハゲみたいに言わないでちょうだい。
Namahage, what does that mean? Namahage. I don't like the use of Krampus here. I think it... Again, it works, but you could do this better.
まあそんな感じなんでしょうね。悪いことをして構ってほしいけど、本気で怒られるのは怖いって。
まったく、とにかく保護者の立場だというなら、被害に遭ったお店にはちゃんと謝罪すること。 いいですね。
はい。
それと学園での態度、あなたの行動で風魔宗家だけでなく特務中隊、その特務中隊の隊長に推した浅木校長まで悪く見られるのですから、ちゃんと態度を改めること。いいですね。
はい。
Her lecture went on for a dozen minutes, and she still had a lot of things to say. However, she dismissed him since the sun was already going down.
たく風魔くんにも困ったものね。
And so Himura Karen ended her day worrying about Fuma Kotaro again. And let's see, where's Hanasaki Yozora? So she's the suppress. And she's one of the first characters right here. Would you let this woman experiment on you? Would you? Alright, well, I think that's time. I mean, a lot of the Taimanin girls are super busty, and it kind of comes par for the course. They all have very good genetics. I mean, you have like some cute Taimanin girls. What is it? I know she's a supporter. Oh, she's right here. Like this one. She's very cute. I like her. That said, though, it is time, so let me clean this up. Can I make more blue orbs? Let's see. Azure orbs. I can make 15. That's not bad. Okay. Alright. Wait, did I seriously need to do one more? Oh my goodness, I do. Okay. Let's do one more event story real quick, and then I'll close it out. Good night, Mothman. Thanks for joining. Ninja bears. Alright, this should be a finisher if I'm lucky. It should just one-shot everyone. Nope. Wow, she is very tough. And then I just melt the rest of her HP. Okay. Essentially, it's a hallway battler. I mean, you could do time attack, and time attack has, like, bigger maps, but the time attack content is, like, really, really weak compared... Well... It's not that it's weak, it's just that, like, I've grinded up all my characters to the point that they're super strong. So... let me change White's outfit. I want to put her back in her default outfit. Hi, Frederico. What outfit should I use for her? Give her the bodysuit. Wait, can I? That might be a bit too much. Okay. Oh, I can do more. Okay, never mind.
君か。
I'll do that later. Okay, it is time now, so let's see. Let me go to ending screen and then let me see if who's around to raid. And close that out. VTuber is playing Hytale, Seniors is playing Marvel Rivals, Jukes Hana is playing Minecraft. Yep, take it easy. Slash raid. Let's do Sunny. Alright, Sunny Ursa is getting the raid, so see you all later.